All right, since we're using SPA 525 phones and we're assigning a extension to every phone or to every button, you have to do things in a different way. So for every phone, you're going to give them their first button and extension, or their first line appearance and extension. So you'll give them the normal extension. You'll enable the voicemail. The call forward busy will be 399, which is the voicemail pilot number. For their second extension, since they have SPA phones, a mixture of SPA phones and 7900 series phones, you'll have to assign them a shared button type, assign an extension of like 250 or any extension that you like, and a button label and a shared name. So the button label is what is seen by the end user on their actual phone. So when they look at the button, it will say this number, 732-555-1212. Now you could put anything you like here. You could put, main here. You can put whatever you like. It might not appear correctly on the 525 screen, but make sure you put the phone number here so that the user knows which line is which. So, okay, so you'll know which line is which. So you'll also include the shared name. I believe this is the name that when they call each other, I believe this is what they'll see on the screen. You won't enable voicemail, and then you can leave this unrestricted. Now, the other important part is that the call forward busy and the call forward no answer are going to point to the auto attendant. I think when we spoke to Pat, he wanted it so that when no one answered these phone numbers, it went directly to the auto attendant. So we'll have the shared lines here. Again, same configuration for the other line. It's going to be a shared line. Extension is 251, and the rest of the information here. For the house number, again, it's going to be a shared line. You're going to put the label as such. Same thing goes for the name. All right, so here's another little trick here. For the call forward busy, say if I don't know who always answers the messages, but say if it's Pat Senior or Junior, the 6 just means go straight to voicemail. So if we did call forward busy to 210, the phone would ring again. So it would ring on the phone, and then it would ring again to this 210 extension. If you put the 6 here, it diverts a call directly to voicemail. All right, so now we're on to, I believe it's night service. Let me check. All right, so when we spoke last, I believe Pat wanted the ability so that when it's after 5, these 3 lines will go directly into a night mode, and this other line, the house line, will continue to ring. So as we set it up here, the house line will ring for 20 seconds. This extension 254 will ring for 20 seconds, and then it'll go to Pat's voicemail box, whatever extension we assign. So to enable the night service like the way he wanted, we're gonna set it up like this. So actually, maybe I should go into schedules first. All right, so we first set up the schedule. So the schedule that I have here says that from, I think this is 5 p.m. to 9 in the morning, the night service schedule is active, right? And then Saturday and Sunday, I think this means all day. Maybe I might have mixed it up, but it should be all day. So from 5 to 9 in the morning, night service schedule is active. So first we set up that schedule. Then we click on night service. And here's the other part to it. So since we set up the schedule from 5 to start at 5 in the afternoon, what you'll do, you'll assign an extension 251, which is one of the lines, 250, 251, 252. So after 5, it's going to call forward to this number, 398, which is the auto attendant number I think we assigned. So after 5, these three numbers will call forward to 398. Night service bell is something completely different, so don't worry about it. But the main part is that these extensions will call forward to 398. And the night service code is star 299, or whatever you like to make it. Now here's the important thing. For each line on the phone, not every phone in the office, but from one phone in the office, you'll have to hit button number 2, then enter star 299. Then hang up the phone. Then you're going to go to button number 3, dial star 299, and then go to button number 4 and dial star 299. Now this will affect everyone's phone because they're all sharing one line. So you're just going to enter this code for all 3 lines, and on the phone it should say night service active, or it might say something about night service, or it might not. I think it might say something about night service when it's actually after 5, but I can't remember off the top of my head. So you'll see it. You'll definitely see it active after 5. So make sure once you hit that 299, you don't have to hit it again or every day. It's just a one-time thing, and it'll operate on the schedule from that point on. And make sure it points to the auto attendant, so that as soon as 5 o'clock hits, it will hit the auto attendant right away. Alright, so let's see. For your incoming lines, this is what you'll do. So you'll line up the main number with the way you set up the buttons. So let's say FXO port 010. Say that's your main line. You're going to line it up to the way you set it up in, let's see if I can pull it up here, for the user's phone. So in this case, I made, let's say, 250 the main line. So if you plug that into the first port, you'll make 250 the main line, and then 251 is the secondary line, and then 252 is like your third line, and then for your fourth line, which is probably your house line, you'll make it like 253. So now the calls will hit those extensions, and then on the phone itself, it'll look as if it was coming in on those lines, well, to the end user. I think there was one more thing you had here, was for the auto attendant, or for your CO line. For your CO line, I think we spoke about this, but you'll just assign CO line here, and once you go to the phone, you'll select CO line. I guess on his sidecar, you could just label that as CO line, and he'll be able to see it there. So as soon as he selects a line, it'll dial or do whatever it needs to do. It's just as if you're taking the phone off the hook. I'll just pause the video here.